Okay, so let's talk about one of the biggest, most frustrating mysteries in modern dating: attraction. We all have our checklists, right? The must-haves, the deal breakers. But what happens when you find someone who ticks every single box, and yet you feel nothing? Today, we're digging into why real attraction is so much more than just a list.
I mean, wow, I think pretty much all of us have been there where we know someone who has. This quote just hits the nail on the head. It's that feeling of dating someone who is, good on paper. They've got the job, the right values, they're kind, they're stable. Your brain is just screaming, yes, this is it, but your gut, it just isn't there.
So what is going on here? Why can't we just, logic our way into feeling a spark? Well, what the research for this explainer shows is that real compatibility isn't just a mental exercise. It's something you have to feel. And that feeling comes from two really powerful and sometimes totally conflicting forces.
And here they are. On one side, you've got chemistry. On the other, compatibility. Now, to build a lasting, truly fulfilling relationship, you absolutely need both. But, as we're about to see, these two things can pull you in very different directions.
This breaks it down so well. Chemistry, that's the raw, gut-level feeling, right? The spark, the thrill, that almost animal magnetism. It's the feeling that you just want each other. But compatibility, that's totally different. It's the calm, cozy comfort of being with someone. It's about trust, security, and that quiet confidence that you just get each other. So here's the problem. If you lean too far one way, it's pretty much a recipe for disaster. A relationship that's built only on chemistry, it burns hot and it burns fast. That initial wild excitement eventually just fizzles out and turns into frustration when you realize you have nothing in common, no shared foundation to stand on.
But hey, the opposite is just as dangerous. A relationship with only compatibility might seem stable, but it's at huge risk of a slow, quiet fade into total boredom. It can lead to this deep feeling of unfulfillment, that sense that life should be, more alive.
This quote just says it all, doesn't it? Chemistry is the fireworks. It's spectacular, it's bright, it's exhilarating, but it burns out. For that long-term warmth, for sustainability, you need something more than just those amazing flashes of light. So the real question is, how do we get both? And this is where it gets really fascinating. That spark we call chemistry, it turns out it's not just some random, mysterious magic. Psychology actually has a really powerful explanation for it, called the self-expansion model. It helps explain where that incredible excitement actually comes from. Okay, so what does that actually mean in simple terms? Well, we are all hardwired to want to grow, to learn, and to expand who we are as people. And one of the most powerful ways we do that is through our romantic partners, by bringing a little piece of their world into our own. All right, let's visualize this. Imagine this circle here represents your world, your identity, your hobbies, your perspectives, everything that makes you, you. It's your sense of self. And then you meet someone new, and they have their own world of experiences, their own skills, their own ideas. As you start to connect, your two worlds begin to overlap. You start picking up their perspectives, maybe their taste in music, maybe even their hobbies. And because of that overlap, your own world, your sense of who you are, actually gets bigger. That feeling of rapid growth and novelty, that's what we so often experience as the passion and the excitement of a new relationship. And it feels amazing. And the research on this is super clear. Couples who actively do new, self-expanding things together don't just fight off boredom. They report way more passion, higher relationship quality, and a much deeper emotional connection. It's a really powerful engine for keeping a relationship vibrant. But excitement and novelty, that's only half the story. To build something that actually lasts, we also need that deep sense of connection, that feeling of being truly seen and understood by our partner. This is a concept called partner responsiveness, and it goes so much deeper than your partner just being generally nice or agreeable. It's about them showing you that they understand, they value, and they support the things that make you who you are at your very core. So how does this actually fuel attraction? Well, research shows there's a direct path. It's like a domino effect. When your partner shows they really get you, it makes you feel special. That feeling of being uniquely cared for actually increases how valuable you see them as a partner. And that perception, it directly boosts desire. So here's the crucial point, right here. We're drawn to people who make us feel like our relationship is special. It's the difference between feeling like, oh, you care about people in general, and feeling like you care about me in particular. That specificity is what builds deep,
lasting attraction.
So we've got these two giant forces, right? The need for excitement and growth, and the need for security and understanding. So, how do we put them together? The solution is to build what the research calls a dynamic equilibrium.
If you only chase chemistry, that novelty and excitement, you're heading straight for burnout. It's just not sustainable. But if you only chase compatibility, that comfort and security, you're looking at a future of boredom. It's just completely unfulfilling.
So the goal then is this dynamic equilibrium. Now this isn't some boring, static middle ground. Think of it more like a constant dance, a state of healthy tension between the need for excitement and the need for security. It's what keeps the relationship feeling both alive and strong.
And this is how you actually do it. You have to actively feed both sides. You plan new adventures together to fuel that self-expansion. You stay curious about each other. You make sure you both have interesting, independent lives. And at the exact same time, you double down on responsiveness. You communicate openly, and you constantly show your partner, I see you, I hear you, and I value you.
So maybe it's really time to just throw out the checklist and instead ask yourself this question. Who makes your world bigger? Who sees you for exactly who you are, but also inspires you to become even more? Because that, it turns out, is where true attraction really lives.